Hey, what's happening guys? Tay here, and today we're back with another Ironsight gun review. Today we're checking out the Soviet SVD versus the German engineering of the PSG-1. Both of which are pretty classic semi-automatic sniper rifles, but which one should you spend your hard-earned cheddar on? Well, let's dive right in here and check these bad boys out. So, first things first, both weapons were equipped with the exact same loadout. From attachments to skills, it's all identical. So in terms of stats, the PSG-1 is just a little bit better in all areas except for the rate of fire, where the SVD gets just 2 more points. And honestly, I didn't notice that much of a difference in the rate of fire. The SVD was just the tiniest bit faster. I really think the difference in fire rate between these two weapons is pretty insignificant. I mean, they both managed to put their 10-round magazines down range in under 4 seconds, making either of them really a pretty formidable force. The only real difference I've noticed with the two sniper rifles is that the PSG-1 does seem to do a little bit more damage at the longer ranges than the SVD. And to me, the SVD seem to require a few more hits at the longer ranges. For instance, the airport map's long range next to the baggage conveyor, I could drop people with 1, maybe 2 shots with the PSG-1, where it would take 2 to 3 with the SVD. At medium ranges, I don't think I actually noticed that much of a difference at all. The time to kill seemed pretty much identical, and they both handled about the same. Now, obviously, with these guns being sniper rifles, they were designed for medium to long-ranged combat, and they lend themselves very well to some of the more open maps, like Titan, Oceanfront, Outpost, and the airport. But when I slowed down the footage and I watched the two rifles side by side, I actually noticed that the PSG-1 is ready from resting to ADS just a little bit faster than the SVD. This tiny little bit of extra wobble when pulling your rifle up makes the SVD, in my opinion, a little less suited to the quick scopes and makes it more of an ADS or hard scope rifle. The PSG-1, however, went right to where you were looking and would make for an excellent quickscope rifle. Even if you had to give him the old double tap, you can fire in pretty rapid succession with either of them, I guess, but if you're trying for the quickscopes, I would really recommend the PSG-1. So the difference between these guns are pretty minuscule. However, if you're trying to get those quickscope headshots, they might actually make a really big difference. Personally, I found myself having better matches with the PSG-1, maybe because it hits a little bit harder, or maybe because it's just ready a little bit faster. I'm not quite sure. Now, I'm not saying that the SVD is a bad weapon by any means, but if you're trying to decide which of these two to spend your money on, I would recommend the PSG-1. I feel like it works better for the quicker run-and-gun style of game that Ironsight is. Along with the pretty short lines of sight on most of the maps, it just seems that the PSG-1 is a little more well-rounded than the SVD. Alright, well there you have it my guys. Personally, I prefer the PSG-1, but the difference in these two guns is pretty small. The PSG-1 is ready a little bit faster, while the SVD shoots just a tiny bit faster. So if you're a quickscope player, the PSG-1 might work better for you. However, if you're more into hard scoping and getting those kills in rapid succession, then the SVD might be more your style. So let me know down in the comments below which of these two you prefer. I'm always curious to know what you guys think. Also, I know this video was kind of short, so if you guys can think of anything that needs to be said about these two that I missed, I'm always trying to make these videos better for you guys, so anything that I left out that you feel needs to be said, let me know. Any constructive criticism is always appreciated, I really mean it. Just let me know down below if there's anything that I could do better, that sucks, that needs to change. And yeah, with that being said, my peoples, I'm going to get back to it. Have a great rest of your day, and I hope to see you in the next one. Later!